Hello and welcome to another update video about the NASDAQ today. So the NASDAQ is following very nicely here my primary scenario, the bullish scenario that I have given 60% probability after we broke above this wave 1 high. So it's following very nicely, and it's also reaching various target areas. But first of all, we need to take a look at, because it has been a while since I have done a NASDAQ update, which means we have to be very well, we have to shift a few things around, because the NASDAQ was so bullish. I mean, something that many people didn't expect. We talked about an upcoming rally. It was even more bullish than the target area here suggested. Now, I mentioned in the previous video, it could even overshoot my target area, so it wasn't really a surprise, but it means that this wave 4 target area also needed to be adjusted. Now, I can't make a video necessarily every day, therefore I couldn't keep up to date with this, doing all the other stuff on the other channels as well. But nevertheless, it's following the primary expectation, and before we now see a larger correction, I want to update you. So where are we here from the NASDAQ at the low? Here from basically the 18th of June. That was the perfect low here. Yeah, this is also where I posted on Twitter. It was that we get probably one of the largest rallies since the all-time high for crypto, that was, but it was basically meant for all markets. And you can see here, since then we've actually moved up, wow, 20%, 21%, which is amazing for the NASDAQ. So however, let's see where we are now. We created here a 1-2 setup, and this was another 1-2 setup. And then I gave you a target for that wave 3 here. That target range was located between the 1.618 extension and the 200% extension. In the end, we went a bit higher, so between 12,879 and 13,200. I then said, all right, with a wave 3, you would expect somewhere here to reverse and go into a wave 4. That happened, however, because the wave 3 moved higher than the target area, also the wave 4 target area shifts to the upside. Why is that the case? Well, that just based on mathematics. This target area was based on the assumption back then. I think this was where we were in the last video. Told you if we peaked here, if this was the peak, the wave 4 range would be here between the 23.6% fib level and the 50% fib level. But because the wave 3 high moved higher all the way up to 13,417, also that green range moved higher, or had to move higher, but I couldn't update in time. Bear in mind, when I give you a target for a wave 3, it's always the minimum expectation. A wave 3 can move higher, not a problem. So that target range here for the wave 4 should have been then here. Again, still between the 23.6% fib level and the 50% fib level, but because the wave 3 became longer, also this moved higher. Not a problem, yeah, because we are still in an uptrend. So now we're looking at the wave 5 here. So the wave 5 would finish off the wave 3 in yellow. So for the wave 3 in yellow, what would be the target range? Here, yeah, let me just... So there's a couple of possibilities how to measure that, and there are a few scenarios we can look at. I could even understand what we've done here as a 1-2, which would push all of this even higher. So at the moment, and we can do that based on the fib extensions again. So let me just this. We need to go to the higher level wave. Right. So based on the extensions that we see here and the way the market is behaving, I would now calculate or define a target range for the wave 3 in yellow here between the 3.382 fib extension. And yeah, where do we go up to? I think first of all, due to the bullishness of the market, I would even go to the 4.618. Somewhere in here, I would expect the reversal of the price. which doesn't mean we get into a bear market again. It just means we are going into a corrective move down in, because this is a wave 3 in yellow. We would then expect a move down in a wave 4 in yellow. Now, obviously at the moment, I don't know yet where exactly we will get to, but this range is now located between 13,650, yeah, and 14,500 basically. Yeah. From here, I would expect a move down in a wave 4. Now, at the moment, again, we can't really define exactly where that wave 4 will get into, because we don't know yet where the wave 3 is going to end. But let's say we would get here to 14,000 maybe. Then the range for the wave 4 would be again between 13,400, yeah, and 12,700. Now I just put that on the chart now, but again, if the wave goes higher, then this will also shift higher. So I keep you up to date, but this at the moment does not look like what many expert traders or other technical analysts suggest, that we will get into a bear market again. Now, again, I'm still only giving the bullish scenario a 60% probability, but for me, it's more likely that we have seen the low than not. Which level is important to hold? Very important to hold to continue with this wave count is that this wave 2 low is holding at 11,500. Should we go below this level, actually the 12,200 level, yeah, this wave 1 high. I think if we go below this level, the bearish scenario will get more likely. For now, we can focus on this here, and it's starting to look interesting, and the NASDAQ is doing what it's supposed to be doing in the bullish scenario, and we're following here the carefully bullish sentiment of the market. So I'm absolutely in line with that. I'm very pleased that my expectations work out here, that the NASDAQ is showing strength, the S&P 500 as well, by the way. And I think we will push a little bit higher, get into this range here, but we need to understand the wave 5 in white could theoretically be finished already. All it needs to do technically is to make a higher high than wave 3. Now this was already done. Yeah, it has done this. And now the key scenario, however, suggests we push a little bit higher, because I can count here a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already. Go a little bit higher, then we reach here the target range, then I'm happy for it to go down in an ABC correction in a wave 4. Here to reverse again and to move higher in what will become another wave 5 rally. So it's starting to look interesting, and only when that's done, I would expect a larger correction, because then all of this would count as an overall wave 1. That is sort of the first major wave here then to the upside in the uptrend after an impulsive wave structure has formed. And from here then I would expect the correction down in a wave 2, and where that's going to land we'll be able to calculate at a later stage. This is the larger correction where anybody who has basically missed the low here has another chance to accumulate. Okay, and that's my update about the NASDAQ. Looking good at the moment, so hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then also check out my main channel, More Trading Online. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.